For this look, we're going to be working with Ywigs. Now, they did send me 5 packs of this feather crochet hair in the color 4, 27, and 30. It's a beautiful balayage mix of blondes and browns, and it's so gorgeous. And this is in the length 18 inches. The first thing I like to do is to prep my hair. Now, guys, I went ahead to cut my hair. I did this a month ago, and this is what we're working with, right? So we're natural now. First thing I want to do is to stretch out my hair because I want this to look sleek. I'm gonna try as much as possible to get like a slick, silky texture so that way it matches the braiding hair. So I'm going to be using my hot tools to help with stretching and straightening it just a little bit. I spent about 5 to 10 minutes doing this till I was able to run the brush through it. So next I'm going to section my hair. I want to section the part that I want to braid and also the part that I want to cornrow, and this is a pattern that I did. I'm going to tuck that braid piece into the cornrow just so it's not hanging out and it looks clean. This is what we have right now. So we're going to start crocheting now. This part is the easiest part. This doesn't take a lot of time. You can spend less than an hour doing this. So I'm going to show you guys up close exactly how I'm crocheting, right? I used 2 packs to cover up this cornrow crochet area, and you guys will see the volume of what it was giving at the end. So there's no trick to this. You just have to fill in the sparse area to make sure that you have enough coverage on each row, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So I like to make sure that the top part of the cornrow has enough crochet hair so that way it covers up the back and the bottom, so that way it gives off that full natural look. So this is exactly how I'm crocheting. I'm making sure that the thread hangs on my braid so that way we have this flawless finish. So I'm going to play this a couple of times so you guys can see exactly how I'm crocheting and how the end result would look like. But this is what it looks like. If there's any areas that I need a little bit more volume, I'm just going to go back in and fill it up. And that's the cool thing about crochet, is that you can start off less, and if you feel like you need more, you can just go back in and fill it up in seconds. So this is what it looks like. This is what the entire crochet section looks like. It does have a lot of volume. Again, this is just 2 parts, and this is what it looks like. We're going to be using the braids to cover up the tracks later on, but I wanted you guys to see how much coverage you get with just 2 packs. So now we're going to start off with the braiding process. Again, braiding is repetitive. I'm going to be using my shine and jam. This is going to help with creating grip and also keeping my hair intact, so that way we don't have flyaways, because I want this to look as neat as possible. This is my first time braiding on fully natural hair, guys. It's my first time having my hair natural. I've always had like relaxed hair, so I want to make sure that I'm able to tame everything and it looks neat, right? So I'm going to be feeding in the feather crochet and braid it down till I get to the tip. This is my first time trying this style on a body wave texture feather crochet hair, and I feel like a lot of people do this. They tie the knot at the end of the braid. I tried this a couple of times on the first row, but I didn't like it. It wasn't giving what I wanted it to give, right? So for the second and third row, what I did was I just braided it down to the tip and hope that it wouldn't unravel. Usually when I do crochet hair, I do it with like curly texture, Burmese texture, but this texture is a little bit too silky, right? And that's something I'm still trying to figure out, is how to get that closure, that hold when you braid it down to the tip, and we'll figure it out in the next video. But yeah, right now I'm just using the shine and jam, using my braiding gel to help with the tips of my ends of my hair and also with the roots as well, so that way we can get like a good grip. So once I braid it down a couple of times, about 2 to 3 times, I'm going to start feeding in that feather crochet. Feather crochets are multi-use. You can use this however you want to use it. You can use it like your regular braiding hair, which is typically what I'm doing right now. Now I'm going to feed in another piece of feather crochet just to fill in or to add extension to that piece of my natural hair that didn't have the feather crochet at the beginning, but also let the other piece hang. This is going to add coverage and volume to the hair as well. And I'm going to braid this down till the tip, or try my best to braid it down at least past my natural hair. We're going to repeat this process again and again. Again, once you do it once, it's pretty much a repetitive process. Add gel to the tips of my hair and also to the roots of my hair. Feed in braid down about 3 to 4 times and feed in again, so that way each piece of my braiding hair has the crochet extension, right? But then I'm going to leave the other piece hanging, so that way it kind of creates that boho look. I'm going to clip that aside and then continue braiding. So I hope this is as detailed as possible. I mean, if my explanations are not making sense, I hope the visuals and the video make sense to you. So we're going to do this a couple more times. I think we have about 2 to 3 more braids to go before we're done with this. I'm going to do the same thing again, braid down to about 3-4 times and then feed in another feather crochet and braid it down to the tip. If you guys have done this style before and you feel like you know, or you have a hack when it comes to how to lock the braids, let me know down. I don't want to use glue. I feel like a lot of people use like super glue. I'm not comfortable with that because I do want to reuse this braiding hair. But if you have any other safe tricks or hacks, do let us know down in the comment section and we'll be so happy to hear. So yeah, doing the same thing over and over again, just braiding this down as defined and as neat as possible. And this is going to be the last braid. We're going to do the same thing over again, feed in and then braid down to the tip. And this is what we have right now. I'm going to start crocheting in the feather crochet into each braid, and for this I'm just adding about 1 piece of feather crochet onto each individual braid. Now when it comes to feather crochet, I like to start off minimum and then figure out how I want to fill it in. For me, this is just braid management. I want to make sure that each braid has the same amount of feather crochet on it, and then if we have excess, we can now then strategically place them on the areas that we want it to be on. So this is the next morning, guys. I spent the whole of last night braiding this hair, so I still have some left over. I think I have about 20 pieces. I want to see how I can add them on to the top part. I want to kind of make this top layer have a little bit more volume, and for each braid I already added about 2 pieces, 1 to the top and 1 to the middle, and then the one that ends the braid. Let me count how many braids I have on each side. So in total I have about 38 braids on here to kind of help with creating like a closure, if that makes sense. So it looks like braids, but it's braids and crochet. This is what the back looks like. So yeah, the braids just kind of covers it up. So what I want to do, because this is not the finished look, is let me add more to the front piece, because you always want to make sure that the front has a lot of volume to cover up the back. So now that I know that we have about 20 pieces of feather crochet hair remaining, I can then strategically focus them on the top of my head, because that's where I want maximum coverage. If you feel like you want to fill in the back, the middle, do you, but for me the front is usually my focus area. So I'm going to add more volume there, and that's what we're doing right now, just crocheting it in. So I'm done adding the leftover extensions, and now we have the full 5 bundles on my head. This is what it looks like, guys. This is what the back looks like. Again, you can hardly tell that it is crochet except you kind of lift it up and see the tracks, but it is full. I kind of like it like this. Tempted not to straighten this, but we're gonna go all out, because again with this you can curl this however you want to curl this later on. So this is a natural curl pattern of the body wave, and this is the volume of 5 packs. This is what it looks like with a mix of crochet, weaving and braids as well to cover that up. But yeah, this is what it looks like. This is in 18 inches, and this is what the length also looks like. Again, it is curly. I do want to straighten this out just to see what this is going to look like and also what it's going to give. I saw Tiara Monet do this and it looked so good, so I said I was going to give this a try. I have my hair straightened out over here. I'm so scared. Get my hair packed so that we can do it section by section. Just in case you're curious as to what the back looks like, row by row, this is what it kind of looks like, row by row. So because this is basically human hair, you can straighten this, you can curl this, you can use your heatless curls to curl this, but I'm going to be straightening this, and usually whenever I'm straightening my hair, I like to keep this at 400 or 390 and then try to do at least 1 to 2 passes through the hair. and that's what I'm doing. The front braid part was a bit tricky for me because of the way that I closed it, but I tried to be as gentle as possible just so we're not trying to like unravel the braids that we already did. But yeah, this is me just straightening the feather crochet. So I went ahead to straighten out the curls, and this is what it looks like. I don't know, like I'm having second thoughts, but I think it's gonna last because like I didn't tie the knot and I can see the braids kind of unraveling, but I don't think it will go more than this. So I have to be careful with how I kind of brush it, to be honest. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I think this will last me for a while. Yeah, I think this will last me for a while. What I want to do is to quickly just trim it a little bit, cut off about 1 inch. I want to create layers, create some layers right here and right here. I'm gonna grab my straightener and then just give this a little bump. So I'm gonna be using my flat iron. You can use your curling iron to do this, but I like to use my flat iron. And what I do is I turn it to about 45 to 90 degrees facing upward, so that way we can get this beautiful bump, and that's what we're doing right now. And it's easy. Look at what it looks like, guys. I'm not mad at this at all. I feel like we need to create a better locking system for straight hair so that way it doesn't unravel. And the only trick is to braid it to the tip. And I couldn't find myself doing that. But yeah, this is what it looks like. Like, it's giving me 90s. Again, this hair was inspired by Tiara Monet. And she did like a red auburnish color. And it looked so good. I'm like, we had to try this. And we did with this mix. This is a mix of 4, 27 and 30, and this is the blend that you get. Straighten this out, give it a bit of layers and framing, and then bumped it up a bit just to get this beautiful look. And again, because it is human hair, if I wanted to like curl it to like a bendy roller or like roller sets, I can still do that. But like, it's giving sew in with a sprinkle of braids on the top and the back. I hope I did well with straightening the back, but this is what the back looks like. And again, we can brush this, but yeah, she's cute. This is the finished look. This is what the hair looks like. Yeah, I do love it. Again, this hair, this crochet, this miracle knots are from Ywigs. I'll leave all the details on screen and also in the description box in case you guys are interested. There'll also be a discount code so you can get some dollars off your purchase if you are interested. But this is what we look like. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in the next one. Till then, make sure you stay blessed and you stay creating. Bye guys.